fascists in our city.
They're what?
You see these fascists right here in our
Fascists?
You fascists. Shame! 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 Shame!
Y'all laughing, but that's the truth though. We really talking real.
Shame!
Y'all need to do some background studying about the Federal Bar Association.
Came in.
What vehicle?
The ones they pulled up in. These fascists.
Oh, the fascists? You tried to, the federal buy investigators?
Where did they, what vehicles did they show up in?
They showed up in, unmarked.
Where are they? Where?
Right, it's the white truck right there, the white car in front of there.
That white Jeep over there.
All the white cars.
All those white cars.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to show so much about the Trump administration.
They for the man. Yo! In front of man. Hey, Daddy, bro, let's go get him, bro. Let's get that.
No. You don't gotta be Superman. No.
Bro! Stop, bro. Little blip is not like that. Come on, Brian.
If you have not heard about Sandwich Guy, you will now.
Hey, why? You busy?
The He cooked them!
Here is the sandwich that will be a symbol of resistance to some. And also, what exactly happened to this dude? Well, the White House tweeted a video with sirens and music in the background showing the amount of manpower going into Sandwich Guy's place of residence to arrest him. They are really trying to do hype videos for a fascist police state. As the saying goes, this must hit so hard if you're stupid. And there's really no other way to frame this. No one is falling for this, okay? And Billy wrote, if you need more proof that the DC police takeover is theater, here it is. 20 cops showed up at the sandwich thrower's house to re-arrest him after he'd already appeared in court. 20 cops. Not sure how anyone thinks murder is a problem in DC can defend this spectacle. I agree. It is pure theater.
Is that it is very rich to say we are going to charge the sandwich thrower with a felony. When I was there on January 6th, and all of those people that assaulted police officers got pardoned. Not just the nonviolent ones, not just the ones that went into the Capitol. Everyone, including the ones that went after police officers, got pardoned. So don't tell me we care, that this administration cares about protecting police officers when they did not care about those on January 6th.
Respectfully, can we just stay?
But they got pardoned. No, those were police officers, Emily, and they got pardoned.
I want to talk about DC for a second.
But that was in DC. That was in DC. Those were DC police officers.
Can I just start with the fact checking on what you said?
Those were DC police officers.
So the top 10 cities.
Here's Faulkner, by the way. Stop. All this is ridiculous. She's trying to put things in perspective. And if you notice, like I've seen so many times with other hosts, when they have people on that they disagree with, their goal, as they have been taught to do, is cut them off. Change the subject. bring it back to how they could reinforce a certain talking point about a certain subject. I mean, the way that she cut off, this is Marie Harf, who is making a valid point, is rather telling. And it shows you how the misinformation echo chamber works at Fox News. Kash Patel would tweet, "The FBI arrested this individual last night. He has been charged with felony assault on a federal officer." You know, I'm glad that he was able, rather, to free up some time from using our tax dollars to go to his mansion in Tennessee with his girlfriend, who many are claiming is a Israeli spy. And there are just certain blocks of time that he has available by also not using our tax dollars to go to UFC fights. And he's tweeting about something ever so serious, which is why Sabby Sabs quote tweeted it and wrote, "Bragging about charging this guy with a felony for throwing a sandwich but not Epstein's buddies is not the slam dunk you think it is." Exactly. This is the same dude who went on Rogan, went on Real America's Voice. All he talked about was how the FBI has the Epstein files and they won't release them to protect the elites. And here he is, the head of the FBI, doing the exact same thing.
So President Trump has vowed to make D.C. safe and beautiful again. And as part of his effort to fight crime, he's bringing in our federal law enforcement partners like FBI, ATF, DEA, or Park Police, everybody to help the Metropolitan PD fight crime. And the president's message to the criminals was, if you spit, we hit. Well, we didn't quite do that the other night when an individual went up to one of the federal law enforcement officers and started jumping up and down, screaming at him, berating him, yelling at him. And then he took a Subway sandwich about this big and took it and threw it at the officer. He thought it was funny. Well, he doesn't think it's funny today because we charged him with a felony, assault on a police officer. And we're going to back the police to the hilt. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else.
Here's how bad it is, by the way, just to give you even more perspective. They're memeing Kash Patel with Reno 911 and Nick Swardson. That's how laughable this entire administration and the head of the FBI are. There it is for all to see. You cannot say the thing. I want to go back to this. You cannot say the things you said about the Epstein scandal and then be in charge of it and not release it. Or when you release it, you retract nearly everything. You black it out. So we have no idea what's going on. Come on, man. Well, there's smoke, there's fire. Dean Baker would say, in a tweet that I co-signed, "We had a person kill a Democratic state representative in Minnesota and her husband, shoot a second and his wife, and have a list with 90 more, but the Justice Department couldn't be bothered. But they are on the case of the sandwich thrower." Exactly. Exactly. It's showing you their priorities. It's showing you what they believe. And I don't know how many more times that I have to reinforce this to y'all. They do not have your best interests at heart. They have an authoritarian's best interest at heart.